Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Putback Podcast with Tyler and Cole. So, Big T,
What's up,
how
guy?
about this? How about this virus?
The coronavirus, COVID-19. This is before we get into it, if you guys want to check out any social medias, link down in the description below. We're also on like so many platforms. I don't remember all the names of them. To be fair, I think we're on like 7 or 8 different platforms. So all the links to those are down in the description below. If you guys are watching on YouTube, if you're not, they're still down there. So COVID-19, the coronavirus, has shut the league down for at least a month. April, they're claiming the NBA players are going to get paid in April, so that's a plus. But this kind of puts a damper on our whole playoff prediction thing that that we
A
did.
little bit. Because even if we resume the season, I don't think we're gonna resume right where we were. I think we're just gonna go right into playoffs.
I think so. A while back, I don't remember the year in particular. There was an NBA lockout season where the NBA, the NBPA, which is the National Basketball Player Association, couldn't come to an agreement with the NBA on the length of the league. So it was a very, very shortened league. I think I kind of feel like it was either 40 to 60 games. I don't remember what it was exactly, but it wasn't the full 82. So we're about 50 or 60 games in, if I remember correctly. So I kind of feel like we're gonna have something that happens like that again, and that's about all I know about the lockdown. I am seeing, Donovan Mitchell tested positive for the coronavirus.
A
Same thing
lot of
with
people have
Rudy
three net.
Gobert. Three Nets. Who are they? I know Katie's one of them.
I don't think they revealed the other two names. I'm not sure.
I keep seeing this account I follow, League Alerts on Instagram. They just posted the other day the all coronavirus team, like the best players that have the coronavirus. I think that's pretty ignorant.
Shout out Legal Alerts.
Facts.
It's a good page to follow, but that's kind of funny. Um,
That's how I keep up the league.
I blame Toronto for this. This is gonna shut down. Why do I
Wow.
blame Toronto?
Yeah.
Because I think it was like 1913. The Toronto Maple Leafs won the Stanley Cup. The next year, there wasn't a Stanley Cup.
Oh wow.
Then years
Huh.
years passed by. Toronto's baseball team won the World Series. The next
Hashtag
year, there
blame
wasn't a
Kawhi.
World Series.
Hashtag blame Kawhi.
Blame Kawhi. Yes.
Hashtag
Um,
blame Kawhi. Yeah, 100%.
I think we're blaming Rudy Gobert here, but
No Kawhi. He won, so it's all his fault. I've been seeing. I don't think it's fair that Rudy Gobert's getting a lot of the slack for it because I'm pretty sure it was a kid that he signed the shirt for or the autograph for. But there's so many people that are coming out that have been tested positive for it that didn't even play with Rudy Gobert. So I don't think it's fair to assume that Rudy Gobert's the individual that gave it to everybody. It is funny to pick on him though.
I'm
Big.
not assuming it was him, but it was pretty ignorant of him to just like being.
You saw he started touching the table and everything. That was ridiculous. That was messed up. Um, yeah, so we have the league shutting down. With that said, I've heard a lot of rumors about how they're going to be doing the playoffs. So something came up where it'd be like a 2018 playoff bracket. Spencer Dinwiddie came up with this idea, so shout out him. A 2018 playoff bracket, and then two teams play in for placings, but it's like the top 14 teams from each division or conference. I forget conference, yeah. That play in for the playoffs. So I'm actually interested to see what they're going to be doing because with everything going on lockdown, so because you're living it, you're practicing social distancing. That's why we're doing this over Skype right now.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
that's social distancing.
so what I have been noticing, or what I've seen is it was originally 2 weeks, right? Um, but it's supposed to be like 30 days now.
Yeah,
So it's 2 weeks from March 10th or something like that. I don't remember what it was. I can't go back to work until April 16th. Like I can't step foot in my building until April 6th, not 16th. Ooh.
I have the opposite here. My company is like, please, for the love of God, come work
Well, you
because I work in a pharmacy, so I work in a mail order pharmacy to be specific.
so you
So
pack
they're
drugs.
telling everybody, don't go to the pharmacy, just get it through mail order. So this week alone, we're getting 1.1 million prescriptions. So they said, hey, come in and work overtime. If you get 8 hours overtime, we'll pay you double time.
What?
Yeah,
Yo,
that's how
can I have that
desperate they are
job?
right now.
Can I pick up like a weekend shift or something?
You need to work 48 hours in a weekend then.
Doable. I will do it. It's 2 days. Um, I can handle that, guy. My Saturday and Sundays are wide open. Just podcast is on a delay. Okay.
Ooh.
Um, so I can't go back to work, but I have to work from home. I'm required to have a laptop. So the company that I work under, I work for Genpact, and just about nobody knows what that is. And so we do third party work for a client. I do order management, so I pretty much make sure trucks get to where they're going with the right shit on it. The company that I work for is huge into home personal care, HPC. So a lot of it's toilet papers, shampoos, stuff like that. So the volume that we're seeing is increasing dramatically. I've only seen it, so I haven't even started my training yet, and I've been working here for 6 weeks. Like that's how delayed things are because it's a multi-phase process that the whole company is undergoing. So I had the pleasure, is what I'm going to call it, of sitting with a counterpart in that was doing the job currently. Somebody whose accounts I might have to take over, provided they can't work from home. And a lot of it's like manual orders are like you'd be surprised how many like smaller stores are ordering. Oh, by the way, the division I work in is Canada, so I work under Canada Retail. So even a lot of the places in Canada are ordering packs and like huge volume cases of baby wipes. Like it's bad.
Oh, Canada.
So fun fact, the Canada team is only supposed to have 3 people. One of them is required to be French speaking, which isn't me. Um, I tried
Got
that
a little bit of trading.
a little bit. Bonjour, baguette. So the Canada team's 3 people. One has to be French speaking. We already have the French speaking person. The other 2 people have not been selected. I made one joke about it at the last meeting we had in person, and Kristen, who's my boss, has put me on this. I'm the only one out of our team that's on Canada right now with this dude from the original process. So
Nice.
no, it's not nice. It's the biggest account that we have. It's 86 customers with 116 ship-tos. Ship-tos are stores. So I have to service 86 people, 86 customers that have 116 locations.
Anyway, NBA.
NBA, yes. So the
So I
playoffs.
heard the opposite. I heard they might be doing just like 8 teams, like skip the first round.
That's what I said when we started. Was there's so many different things that I'm hearing about the playoffs, and I kind of wanted to be Spencer Dinwiddie's idea just because it's Dinwiddie. But if they skip the first round, that makes sense. What are they gonna do? Take the what is it? The top 4 from each conference? I think that's fair. Or maybe even take the top 6 and give the 1 and 2 seed a bye. Figure it out from there. But I feel like those teams have been fighting for that 7th, 8th seed because they have star injuries still should be able to play though. I mean, I guess it all depends on how long it's going to take for us to get back to the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it depends on how long it's going to take, because you have to start. At some point, you need to start thinking about next season because they need some time off between seasons.
Yeah, they normally get like 3 to 4 months off. So
one of the theories I heard was that if this thing takes until like August, then they'd have their free agency, their draft, all that fun stuff, and then start the next season on Christmas and just like cut some games.
I think that's fair. I remember hearing a while back, you and I discussed this one of the original episodes, was they were looking at shortening the season, not by much. Like I think they were going to drop it from 82 to 78 games played per season. But I wonder if that's something that they can look in doing for the future, kind of giving people a little bit less stress as far as. I mean, 4 games isn't a lot, but when you consider some of them could be back-to-backs for teams, that's a lot of stress on somebody's body.
Yeah, instead of playing every team in your division 4 times and every team on the other one twice, maybe cut it down to like 3 and 1 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and like East Coast teams don't have to play like you can figure it out. Taking 4 games out of the season isn't like it's not like taking 7 games where everything's like an odd number. But you can limit like the East Coast teams playing the West Coast teams. Like how often do like the 76ers really need to play the Clippers? You know what I mean? That's a lot of travel right there. And Joel Embiid's 7-1. That plane sucks. I don't care how tall you are, or how much money your team has. That plane ride's gotta suck.
Yeah. I see. I don't know if they're just going to skip this season or what they're going to do. If they skip this season, that really sucks for LeBron because he's not getting any younger.
No, he's not. But there's other players like Vince Carter played his last game. This is the end of the season. Vince Carter played his last game. 22 seasons in, and it's over for him.
My boy.
BC's a monster. But the LeBron thing, you're right. It is, he's not getting any older. But to be fair, if he doesn't put a whole lot of stress on his body this year, he might be able to up it over the summer and like kind of do some work on it to maintain. And he's one year closer to playing with his son, who I think is going to be 17 this year. So he's only got 2 seasons left before he's probably going to be a one and done college player. But you never know. And his son's like 6'5", and like 16 years old. Yeah, and he's a beast. LeBron's only 6'5". I don't. I'm happy where I'm at. My knees hurt enough. No, but his son's 6'5", 16 years old. LeBron was only 6'7" when he graduated college or high school, so he's not that far off. He's 6'8" now. LeBron is, but I think it'd be interesting to watch those two play. I want to see the league going on long enough to have LeBron James Jr. on a poster for LeBron James, like by LeBron James. I want to see LeBron dunk on his son.
Sorry, I had to let my dog in.
You good guy. So I wanted to take some of the time of the podcast this week to discuss some content plans with the lack of a league going on right now. We need to figure out what we're going to be posting. Hi, Dad. What's up, big guy? I don't know why everything's so awkward around him. So the Instagram is going to be turning into some NBA clips, like it has been the last. I don't know if you've been paying attention to our IG, but that, and I found a way to link the post from Instagram to Twitter. So now Twitter gets everything Instagram does, but unfortunately, Instagram doesn't get everything that Twitter does because Instagram's a picture platform. So you guys are going to be seeing some clips from the league. If there's any news, I'm going to Cole or I can either record like a small clip and discuss it. But as far as we're doing on the YouTube channel, we're going to try to keep up to once a week, but there's not really a whole lot to talk about. So we'll see how often we get a podcast up.
Yeah. Since there's not games every day or anything, we don't have much to talk about.
No, and we can't even like talk about March Madness because that got canceled. Like there's nothing basketball related to talk about. But we'll definitely see.
I watch a hockey podcast and they're the same thing right now. I don't know what to talk about.
The only other thing I can think of is when the social distancing part of everything is over. Because you figure if we're not supposed to touch it, be within. Go.
They shut down team facilities yesterday.
Did they? They officially shut it down?
They shut down team facilities, so people can't even go and work out now.
Well, a lot of these guys have home gyms, so it's not that big of a deal.
Not a lot of them. Do you think like a guy coming off the bench has a home gym? No.
Not in his house, but definitely on back.
Mr. Money,
Lonzo's practicing on a backyard court, my guy. We just can't go to public parks.
The thing is, not being able to go to the facility limits you. Not every player has the house that can hold a home court and a home gym, and so players are not going to be staying in perfect playing shape.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough start when the league gets back.
So that might cause a delay in things too. You think quarantine's just going to end and they're like, hey, okay, everybody, let's go play the games now.
Yes, 100%. I know
you guys haven't picked up a basketball in 4 weeks, but
I think what's going to end up happening is the quarantine's going to end because the social distancing thing only has like a week or two left. My job says we can go back April 6th, and that's original from the 2 or 3 weeks ago when they said that we weren't going to be able to work in the office. So I kind of feel like that's going to be the same situation. They're going to press for the keep washing your hands stuff until COVID-19 slow down. But what's it called? For the first time since it started, Japan, which is where this started, or China, Asia, which is where this started, reported 0 cases new for the day. That's what I heard. How true that is, I'm unsure.
We'll discuss that later.
Okay. Well, you're the one packing drugs, so whatever you got going on, I'm sure is more accurate than what I'm hearing on Facebook and Twitter. So yeah, we got the we'll figure out what we're going to post on the podcast when the social distancing thing is over before the league starts. I kind of feel like one day we should spend some time at the park and get some basketball videos together, like shooting games, like course and stuff like that, for the podcast channel. I think that'd be interesting. But we're only 15 minutes in the podcast, and I feel like that's going to be a wrap for it, guys. There's not really a whole lot to talk about. League shutdown. If you guys want to keep up with us, Twitter and Instagram are down in the description below.
Hey, if anybody has any suggestions for us, go ahead and drop them. Like, if you want to see us rank things, like our favorite jerseys or something. I don't know what to tell you guys because we're limited here.
I'm part of a podcast group on Facebook, so I'll see what the other basketball people are doing too. But yeah, we'll come up with some ideas. But right now we got nothing. We're not gonna have a what's that?
No, go ahead.
We're not gonna do the GOAT discussion though. We're not doing that.
No.
Well, who's better, Kobe, Michael, or LeBron? I'm not.
No, we're not doing that.
So yeah, that's about it. If you guys want to stay up to date with us, IG, Twitter, check it out on all the platforms below. No matter what platform you guys are on, we're there. And then if you do have any suggestions, you can either comment on any posts, comment on this video on YouTube, or DM us on Instagram or Twitter, and I'll answer and send a screenshot to Cole, and we'll get something rolling. Yeah, you want to go ahead and do the outro, big fella?
What's that?
You want to go ahead and do the outro, big fella?
You do the outro. I do the intros.
You're right. All right. So again, links down in the description for social medias, all the platforms we're on. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Have any comments, constructive criticism, questions, stuff like that, topics down there, or DM us. This is your boy Tyler.
Cool. See ya.
Peace.